Marie from mummyof4.com. Welcome back to my channel, and this our updated house tour. Those that have been following me for a while will know that we bought this house 6 months ago, and it has been a complete start to finish renovation project. Every bit of every room has been ripped out and replaced, and 1 month ago today we moved in. So I just want to show you around, show you all the updates, show you what's still left to do, show you some of the organisation bits and hacks and things. Now if you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. There's lots of house content, organisation stuff, life hacks, as well as vlogs, parenting tips, tricks, hacks and advice, grocery hauls, all that kind of good stuff. I hope you will love it. Now let's take a look around the house. So we are starting today in the kitchen, which is one of my favourite rooms of this house. We're not going to dwell in here too long today because next week I have a very exciting full kitchen tour for you, where we are opening up all of the cupboards and seeing exactly what's inside and how we are organising everything. Make sure you are subscribed and you've hit the bell notifications for that video. But if you are new here, you will not know that this out here is where our extension will be going. So that wall is going to be knocked through, and out there is going to be our kind of dining room, breakfast room, second sitting room kind of area. And this sort of island thing is going to be moved slightly further across and slightly further that way, but we do need extra pairs of hands because it's like a 4 or 5 man job to do that, because this is very heavy. So that will be moved over slightly, and then we will be able to fit breakfast stools behind there. You may have seen in other videos my organisation station. I will link all the printables and things and exactly how I did that in a blog post in case you want to put one of those together for your household. But on here we've got things like meal planning, we've got shopping lists, we've got kind of activities and things, which are not as relevant at the moment because we're in lockdown, but when everything goes back to school and back to normal, it will be a lot more relevant. Anyway, that is the kitchen, and now we're moving into the living room. So we've got a few changes since we last did an update. We have brought the children's toy kitchen. I wasn't quite sure where this was going to fit. This came from our old house, but actually I'm quite pleased it fits with our existing kitchen quite nicely. I filled this up with all their bits of play food and stuff. I found so much play food during the move. It's really been really nice to kind of amalgamate it all. And they've been playing with that, they've been playing cafes and all sorts, so that's quite nice, and it's all fixed to the wall. This is actually our old table and chairs from the previous house. I bought chair covers to go over these because these were black chairs. They were looking a bit sort of tired, but I'm quite pleased with that as a finish because the chair covers were not expensive. I will link those too, and they are machine washable, and if you've got children you know they're just so messy. We've even put Zara's booster seat underneath one of them just to make that seat a bit higher, and it's actually easier because the crumbs don't go down the back. It's just, I'm really pleased with them. And this is a wipe clean tablecloth. I'm not sure it's exactly the right colour, but hey, it'll do for now. This sofa is not staying for good because I didn't know what we wanted sofa-wise. So we brought this from the old house. I mean, it's not dreadful. It does sort of, you know, it complements, I guess, with the grey, but it's not what we want kind of long term. What we want, I think, is a grey sofa, maybe this colour, maybe a little bit darker. And originally I thought an L shape across here, but having lived here for a bit, I like being able to move it around, and obviously this will be gone because when the extension's done, that'll be out there. So we will have a lot more space. So what I'm thinking is maybe like a 2 or a 3 there, a 2 or a 3 there, and a single chair there. Maybe, because then that will fill the space better. I don't know, let me know what you think. And then what I want is some sort of something on this wall, little shelves and plants and pictures and things, but I'm scared to kind of do any of that until we've chosen sofas and things and know what the rest of the room's kind of going to be. We've got this under here. I didn't know what we wanted as like a television unit, so I thought we'll bung these under for extra storage while the children are little. Maybe we'll upgrade this in the future, but for now this is full of toys and things, so that sort of keeps them away, out of the way. They're the sort of same boxes as we've got in other rooms of the house. We can swap the toys around. We do like to practice a bit of toy rotation, so when they're getting bored of one set of toys, we just swap them around with another box that they sort of can't access as easily and they feel like they've got new toys. So this is where we're at the moment. I tell you what, I haven't actually shown you is the garden, have I? We'll just do a quick scan of the garden. We have brought over our garden furniture. The fencing has been replaced, and it does go around there a little bit as well, but for now that will do. But obviously the extension's going out there on where you can see that little patio bit. And then I think we're gonna do what we did in the last place, which is AstroTurf, so that it's just like, always looks neat and tidy all year round, and it just looks like sort of carpet, really, green carpet. So that's where we are at in these rooms. Obviously, since the renovation, all the doors and things have been replaced, but please do go back and check out that playlist to see what we have done. Now over here, I actually think I want a mirror there, but I haven't been able to go out and get one, obviously. There are a few things, obviously, we can't go and shop for. For example, I'd like curtains for this window, big long ones, but then I can't buy those until I know which colour sofa we're having. And so things like soft furnishings I'm finding quite difficult to go and choose. But even just a mirror for here, I just want a big long mirror for there to kind of open the space out. And I don't know what we're going to want. It is kind of something I'm going to have to go shopping for, and going shopping at the moment is not something we're able to do, is it? So if you've seen any anywhere online, please do let me know in the comments that you think might fit there, might look quite good. But failing that, we're going to have to do a little shop with me in somewhere like the Range, maybe somewhere like Ikea, when the world returns to normal. In here, we're into my kind of a laundry area. So this I did show in a previous video, but I will kind of go over quickly. So we've got the washing machine, which is stacked with this like stacker device thing to keep it all safe and neat and tidy. And then this gives me a shelf to pull out and do my kind of drying and sorting on. This will all have big sliding doors covering it all. But again, until lockdown's finished, it's the kind of thing, I want it to look like a nice wall, maybe, but I don't know. It's the sort of thing we're gonna have to go shopping for. You can't really buy online. I don't know exactly what I want until we go and see it, and we can't go anywhere to see anything. Over here we have got my fold-out ironing board. I've never had one of these stuck to the wall before now, and I've got to say that one of the things I hated most about ironing was actually getting the ironing board out, and that is great. And also somewhere to put the iron safely, which you'll know if you've got children, then having a hot iron is a bit of a nightmare. You don't want them to burn themselves. So having that there is great. Got baskets for dirty laundry and things. And then this needs one of those door cupboard things just to cover all that. And then this is a box for each family member to put the clean, dry stuff from the dryer into. And then the stuff that comes out of the washing machine is not tumble dryable, gets hung up over here. I put hangers between things like this so they can't physically get too close together. And then that dries really nicely because there's a radiator there, so that works. And then this basket at the bottom is for dirty washing that is damp, because I don't let anyone put dirty washing like flannels, towels, cloths, things like that in with the dry stuff, our normal clothes, because it just sort of creates a potential damp, mouldy, yuck situation if I wasn't to wash things quickly enough. So not a great deal to do left in here other than the door there and the slidey door. All in all, I'm finding it really functional and really helpful. Now to separate off my office from the laundry area, we have got this massive Calyx unit, which I have found super helpful because it's got so much storage space. So some of this is stuff for work for me. I end up, with things sent to me from brands. I've got a box for birthdays and things. Let me know if you want to see a video on how I've organised all the bits and pieces in there to keep us ready for life. But generally, this is my office area, and obviously as we are homeschooling at the moment, this is also our homeschool classroom. So I've got my desk. This is from the old house. This is a Mickey desk. Is it called a Mickey desk? I will put the actual title up on screen, from Ikea. I've got my whiteboard up, and these are the tricky words that Bella is working on at the moment that she's finding, well, tricky. This is one of the Ikea spice shelves. I bought a few of these. They're really sort of cheap and affordable, and we had them painted with the same paint as the walls, which is, by the way, a very slight off grey, not white, but quite pleased with that. And then these, I think they're supposed to be candle holder pots, but I use them as pen pots, and I've got absolutely trillions of them. And yeah, just quite pleased with those. So these are just like erasable pens, whiteboard pens, and these are the paint pens and things that the children use, but these are the ones that I kind of keep out of their reach. And then down here, this is more of the stuff that I put on the homeschool desk for the children, when we are doing homeschool. Then they've got all their files and things over here for their homeschool work. This is all of their work, so that's printer paper and colouring paper and stuff. These are each of their workbooks ready for them to do work, and then their bits and pieces down there. And then that's some more filing for me and their homeschool schedule. We do still need to do something about boxing off this boiler with some sort of cupboard or something. And to be honest, this calyx was never intended to live in here. It was just one of the spare ones from the old house. But it's working there fine at the moment while this is a homeschool area, while it's like a home learning classroom. Although I'm tempted to kind of leave it as like this classroom area because it's been so handy. And I think when they go back to school, it might be a nice place to do homework. But failing that, my original plan was to not have that, and that can go under William's bed out of the way. But not have that and have the purple sofa that's currently in the living room in here when the purple sofa becomes free. So that was my original plan. So I don't know what to do, whether to put the purple sofa in the extension with the dining table or whether to put it in here. But this is nice to have somewhere the children can do more like crafty stuff, and you know, they can do Play-Doh in here, they can do colouring, they can do cutting and sticking, while I'm kind of trying to get on with a little bit of work, and I can kind of oversee them. So I don't know, should I keep this as like a classroomy area for like a homework station after they go back to school, or should I make it a sofa so I've got somewhere else to sit? Coming out into the hall, and we have got a temporary understairs solution. Now these are just the old calyx units that were in William's room. They've literally been plonked there because, as you can see, one of the things that still needs finishing is under the stairs. So this needs some sort of covered up, tidying kind of area. At the moment, we've got 6 boxes at the bottom and 1 each for shoes. So that's working quite well. And we've got lots of these coat hooks. We've actually got 3 layers of coat hooks. But I would kind of like it all to be away, hidden somehow. We've got the vacuum cleaner under there at the moment. But it'll do for now, you know, it'll do for now. It's not the end of the world. We've also got our wedding pictures that have all been brought over. I'm really pleased with these rugs, which I bought from Ikea, and are accidentally the identical shade to the carpet we bought, which was, you know, a happy coincidence, shall we say. We've got the school bag station, which, okay, we could probably find a more attractive piece of furniture for there. However, it wouldn't fit the equivalent of 6 people's worth of bags. And this is literally for all of their things they need for school. So that's William's, for example. So that's got his school bag, his library book bag, his PE kit, everything in there. If we didn't have that there, that would just be one whole big pile of bags, which would look a proper mess. Into the downstairs loo, where obviously, much like the rest of the house, it's been totally refurbished since we bought the house. So in here, we've got a shower. I've got the same shower upstairs and downstairs, actually like a dual shower. And then this is new since my last house update, which is the shower dispenser, to avoid having to have, although there is one down there, bottles of shampoo and things in the shower. The idea is it's less messy, we're actually using less of it, but for some reason someone's left one down there. And I do find, let's have a look actually, it's not too bad there, but quite often if you leave bottles in the shampoo, you leave kind of rings of gunk, don't they? So the idea is when that's all used up, no more bottles in the shampoo, and it just looks a bit neater. Got this cupboard down the side from Ikea, which has just got cleaning products, so you can, whenever the mood takes you, you've got everything you need to clean the bathroom. And then some toiletries and things in these baskets. Baskets are great, especially when you've got these like long thin cupboards, to see what you've got at the back. An impossible little basket, isn't it? Whereas, ta-da, you can see it. And then down here we've got spare towels, so they're bath, like, you know, shower towels and hand towels, and spare toilet rolls as well, because you don't want to be running out of those. And then over here we've got the mirror that is kind of, when the lights are on, it's also heating up the mirror, so that sort of de-steams it. And then we've got this kind of space saver toilet and sink combo thing. And we have got the soap dispensers that are wall mounted. We've got these upstairs and downstairs. And I can just buy a big thing of hand soap, and it just keeps the sink a little bit neater, doesn't it? So that's our downstairs loo. And then into the teenager's room, which has got his desk area here. I need some form of storage to go here, because we may as well. Now his room still needs a little bit of kind of finishing. Let me turn on the lights and show you. This room is actually going to terminate here, because this is going to be a big sliding door. Now I want those doors to just look like the back wall to cover all of that. There's also another rail to go up there. So all of that is like storage for him. And then we've got like extra storage for coats and just bits we don't use that much for the rest of the family. We've always had like spare wardrobes in the children's rooms for things like suits and coats and stuff, like occasional use things. And so that's what this is going to be, because he does not need all this space. But more than anything, it just needs the big slidey doors, and then that will tidy the back of that up. He's got all his TV and Xboxy, all that kind of stuff. I have bought some floating shelves to go kind of down here, and these cables need kind of tidying up and things. But all in all, he's quite pleased in here. He feels like he lives in a bungalow because he never goes upstairs, but he does quite like his room, I think. So yeah, some tweaky bits to do. Still need to sort out the lighting in here. But again, it's something I kind of feel like I need to go shopping for, which we can't do at the moment. And I can't choose the sliding doors until we can go shopping either. Let's head upstairs. Now, these are Alexa stairs lights. I'm really pleased with them. I'm glad we did it. Glad we went for it with those. They look really good in the evenings as well. So now let's start with William's room. Probably the most changes in here since my last house tour video. All of this toy storage and Lego storage is the same, but he has had his new bed, which he's really pleased with. We went for a mid sleeper because it's kind of level with the windowsill, so it's not really blocked off any light. And he's got this kind of den area underneath. I need to do something with that. I was going to put the 2x2 Kallax storage at the back under there, maybe out of the way, so you could put board games and toys and things in there. I don't know whether to put a little table under there, maybe put curtains around it, I don't know. But I'm quite pleased that the radiator is actually under it, so it's not blocking the radiator at all, so it's not going to steal any of the heat from the room. We've also got these, I'm not sure I can see, you can see them with the light, Star Wars bunting, which I'm really pleased with. It's just kind of finished the room off. He's got his Death Star, exploding Death Star light, he thinks this is, from Ikea. So when, there you go, as it explodes, boom, that's the Death Star apparently. Can you guess he's kind of into Star Wars? So he's got Star Wars bedding, which is new, and he's got all his little Star Wars toy box figures on these little shelves, which are the Spice Rack shelves from Ikea again. He's also got the bunting across the top of here. He's got the big built-in wardrobes. My husband built all of these from scratch, and then we've put rails, and we've recycled some more of the Kallax from our old house where it was all oaky stuff. So it doesn't match exactly colour-wise, but it's really good storage for games and toys and books and things that are a bit messier that can hide behind the doors. That is William's room. He's quite pleased with that. He's kind of got enough space to sort of play under there. He still spends a lot of time at his desk, and his TV's gone up on the wall as well. Into the bathroom, but first look, we've got this, which I don't use much yet, but it's called the Hive, and apparently I can control the heating from my phone and boost the hot water and stuff. So I will link that below if you want to have a look at one. My husband's really pleased with it. I haven't really fiddled with it yet. I guess we will more in the winter, but so watch this space. In the airing cupboard, which I've filled up a little bit more, we've got bath toys up here because I didn't want to store them in the bathroom. That's the swimming kit. We've got spare toilet rolls and things, and we've got our dirty laundry basket. This was a really small, funny area because we had all these pipes and things I didn't know what to do with. So I fit this. We had to take the lid off because it didn't quite fit otherwise. But that works for dirty washing. We did end up keeping the hot water tank. The option was to replace the boiler and get rid of the hot water tank. But if the boiler was to ever fail, we would still have hot water from the hot water tank, which is why we kept that rather than got rid of it. Into the bathroom, which hasn't changed loads since our last house tour, but obviously will have changed if you've not seen it before. We've got this nice sink unit with drawers underneath, so all the toothbrushes and things are in there. I was adamant I did not want any toothbrushes out. It makes it much easier to keep clean and just lack of clutter and things. And then in here I've got, these are what I used to use as baby wipes, now we just use them as little flannels and things, and I've got blue microfiber clean cloths and gloves ready to clean the bathroom whenever the mood takes me. I managed to find a grey step for Zara, who's still a little vertically challenged, like her mother, and needs that to get on the toilet because she is only 3. And we have put one of these in the shower, which is the soap dispenser thingy. I'm also finding we're not using as much, we're not wasting as much soap, which is kind of good. And I'm aiming to buy kind of in bulk, like, you know, the big packaged, like a 5 kilo shampoo and things, because it should work out cheaper and a bit better for the environment because there's less packaging. We have got these little Ikea plants. You will notice that I've got fake plants because I cannot keep plants alive, people. I've got 4 children, I can just about keep children alive. Anything else, slightly beyond me. And then we have got these cabinets up here. So this one is just for toiletries and things like that. And then up here we have got cleaning products. These are all out of the reach of the children. So the bottom one is kind of the child's farm toiletries, and then we've got so Flora and daily shower cleaner, multi-surface, anti-bac, glass cleaner and bleach. All the things I need to clean the upstairs of the house, out of reach of the children, but when I've got 5 minutes, they're there for me to grab. Let's go into Bella's room now, shall we? Bella's room has got the built-in wardrobes. In fact, all of the rooms have got built-in wardrobes. So we've got her and Zara's matching clothes up there because when they're off school together, they wear matching clothes. And then down here we've got her dressing up clothes, and this is a unit, a little, like, it was a cheapy thing I bought from Ikea, which is fab because it's got the 5 slots plus the 2 at the bottom. And in each slot, for when school resumes, there is everything she needs to wear for one day. So that's everything she needs to pull out and wear, pull that out from the slot, put everything on. And that's an easy way to put away her uniform so that she can easily get ready in the mornings knowing she's got all the right things. And then down there, that's just more kind of dressing up bits. This unit was in William's room in the old house, so that's all there and secured to the wall. By the way, it is really important to secure stuff like this to the wall so that your children can't pull it on themselves. So I've had a few questions like, oh, how is that balanced? It's not balanced, none of it's balanced, it's all secured to the wall. My husband is a builder and he has done that for me. So make sure you have got someone to secure all of your units and things to the wall so you don't end up with really nasty accidents, because you do hear horror stories. The girls have both got this sparkly paper, which is rather nice. It's pink pixie dust. I shall link that below. I get lots of questions about that. And it's much like the silver pixie dust, which we have in a couple of the other rooms actually, which I'll show you in a sec. Bella's bed, which is again Ikea, and they don't make this colour of pink anymore. Sadly, they make the bed in that pink, but they don't make the table and chairs, I do not think, which is a bit sad, but never mind. And then we've got Bella's dressing table, which is from Ikea, but I did upgrade the crystal knobs. Is there a better word for them than knobs? Sounds awful, doesn't it? The crystal handles, is that a bit better? Is it better to call them handles than knobs? I'm not sure. And then Bella's got toys and things in here. So when we're talking about practicing toy rotation, I would rotate the ones that she can access versus the ones that she can't. And then when she's kind of getting bored of these, they'd get swapped around and they'd be like, oh, fresh new toys. So this chart thing, I guess, needs to go on the wall, maybe just behind here. That would work, wouldn't it, if we just pin that up there. I'll get my husband to do that later. Okay, let's go and see Zara's room now, and then we'll go into our room. Oh, look, this is the silver pixie dust wallpaper I was talking about. So we've got this in the lounge, on a little strip in the hall, and some in our bedroom as well. Into Zaza's room. Now, this Calyx unit, these pink, they don't make this pink one anymore. So we had 2 pinks. I didn't know what to do because I wanted a bigger unit, so I bought a white one. We've made this kind of sandwichy thing, which works, it works, and it stores loads of the toys and things and books. And the lights have come over. Bella's actually got the same light. These are from their bedrooms in the old house and they've just come across. Zara has also got a table and bed, exactly the same one as Bella. They've also both got these rugs. I bought these in our Ikea shop with me and haul video that I did a while ago, back when you could go to Ikea. And they are machine washable apparently, which is kind of cool. So I would recommend getting things that are easy to wash when you've got little children that like messing things up. Oh, and I forgot to show you in Bella's room actually, but it's exactly the same. The bunting, the ballerina bunting came across from their old rooms, and that has gone up across the top of their wardrobes too. And then in here we've got more toy storage, which is great. So actually the ones at the bottom are pyjamas and things. Let me know if you want me to do a full like organisation, how we organise the children's rooms video, because I could do that if that's something you fancy. And then let's head into our bedroom. So this is our room, which I'm quite pleased with, I must admit. I am really pleased with our room. There are a few bits I need to tweak and change, which I shall talk you through. Now, I'm loving the bed, which was gifted to us by Arista Living. I have got a code if you are looking for a bed for 50% off. So I will drop all the details for that below. But this is fab. It is a king-sized ottoman bed. If I just show you. And doing it with one hand. It's got all that storage underneath. So that's full of packing cubes for kind of off-season clothes, stuff that we don't quite need at the moment, but I kind of want easy access to that I don't want to put in the loft. So really chuffed with that. I've also got spare toiletries and things in this one, and that's just kind of spare bags and packing materials and things. So that is just beyond handy, honestly. When we originally had the bed, I had the wrong colour bedding on it, if you remember. It was kind of, I bought the grey bedding in the range, but it wasn't like this grey. I'll put it up on screen now, actually. It was just too bluey, and it just really spoilt the room, but I'm really pleased with the white. I mean, it could probably do with ironing, but you know, who's got time to iron bedding? I certainly don't. I love this, which I bought from the range too, but it's just not wide enough, so I need the same thing again, but a bit wider, because it really bugs me that it doesn't go right over the edge. Someone said to put it diagonally, but because it's rectangular but not square, it just didn't look right. So I need a slightly bigger one of those. I love the cushions, but I feel like we need some cushions this colour, like a couple of those that colour, to tie it together. Do you think that would work better? Because I feel like it's a little bit disjointed, because the dark is kind of the same colour as the Calyx boxes and the chair, so it works. But I feel like we need those cushions, and I feel like I have to go and buy those in person, because if I order them online, there are way more than 50 shades of grey, people. Honestly, it's really difficult to choose grey. And also I need a new light fitting, because my husband found this knocking around in the old house. It wasn't even up anywhere, and just shoved it up in our room so it's covering a bulb. But quite frankly, it looks blooming dreadful in here. So I do need suggestions for a nice light fit in there. My dressing table area I am really pleased with now. So I've got the lights controlled by Alexa. So basically when the lights go off, all my hair straighteners and things go off as well, even if I haven't turned them off. This hair caddy was recommended to me in the comments by somebody, one of my videos, and I love it. It's just great. And I've also got this now, which kind of goes a bit better. Look, it's like a little pouch, like a heat pouch. So you kind of just, ta-da! And then you don't have to roll it up or anything. You just shove it inside, which is kind of cool. So try and do it with one hand now. Try and do it with one hand. But yeah, I like the fact that I know I can check from my phone, because let me know in the comments, have you ever had one of those did I turn my hair straighteners off moments? Because I get those all the time. Like, I've got to go back to the house and check, did I turn them off? You can literally check from your phone because they're on an Alexa switch. I did decide to keep this in here. This was originally in Bella's room, and then we jigged Bella's room around, it didn't fit anymore. So in here I've just got like a hair organisation station, which is for when, oh my phone, look, I've shoved that in there. This is for when they go back to school. The girls' uniform is blue and navy, so I've got all their hair accessories ready to go. I thought we were out of navy hair bobbles till we moved, and I found, look at all those. I was going to buy more. I mean, this is the beauty of keeping everything all together. So now they're all going to live here, and they're all going to live on this carabiner. So they're just, the girls can come to me in the morning, can get dressed in their own room, so they can come to me in the morning, and then they can put their hair things on. They can have their hair done in here. And then these are other just bits and pieces. Some of these packets I use for organising things, plasters, things like that. We're getting there. I do feel we're getting there. It's been a month and I'm pretty pleased with the progress. Still quite a few bits and pieces to do, but we're getting there. So I know there's still a lot to be done, and a lot of the things that we can't even start looking for until the lockdown's over, and we certainly can't start the extension or anything. I feel like we're making some really great progress, and this really is feeling like our home now. So if you've liked this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. If you want to catch my latest video, it's just across here, and for that kitchen tour I was talking about, it's just down here. See you guys soon.